Welcome back to Oneshot. Last time, we made it to the library. Hello, person. This is the library / temporary shelter. It's time for us to head off. And for me, it's gonna be more talking and more my voice is going to die. There are still squares everywhere. The big fish tank. That entrance is blocked. That way is blocked. Yeah, they're kind of funneling us into one direction. Yep. You're here! Nico! Are you real? Yes. Did you already meet the others? Yeah, but everything is in place then. Come on, let's go back to the clock room. Rue has joined the party. Yeah, the squares are everywhere now. Like a little tail wag when we walk. It's adorable. I think this game in its entirety is adorable. It seems... Let's see if this elevator works. Where are the other two? Prototype and Cedric. They're supposed to be here already. Prototype probably was destroyed back in the Barrens. Cedric was going to bring him back with the memory disc, but he was in the lab complex when it collapsed. I don't think he made it. Oh. No. There goes our only chance. I'm sorry. It's not your fault, Nico. For everything, I should be apologizing to you. There's one last thing I want to do. Come on, let's go upstairs. You know, this is the tallest building in the refuge. That's my favorite place in this world. I like to look at the far off buildings and imagine what kind of lies that might have been behind each of the windows. Can you lift me onto the banister? I want to get a better look. It was depressing for me at first too, you know? Knowing all this, well, fake, simulated. Cedric told me what happened to your old world. Did he? I'm really sorry about that. I can't imagine how you must feel. The feelings of never being able to go home again, that's probably not all that different from your plight, is it? It is really ironic. You are prevented from going home by the same individual who never wanted to bring you here. Huh? Who would that be? Turn that up a little bit. The World Machine. You might know it as the Entity. There's a reason why I've been calling the Entity the World Machine. Yeah, professionalism. My favorite. Oh. The Entity does sound familiar. I think I heard it from the Dice Lady from another time. It was the spirit of the world. Yes. But, thing is, the World Machine was only built to run on the mental abilities of somebody else. It was never meant to develop a mind of its own. It was an oversight. My creators specialized in artificial intelligence for so long. It was simply ingrained into his work. Sigh. All machines are built with the fundamental law: never let a living being come to harm. From the World Machine's perspective, it has to violate its deepest, most foundational instinct. It has to put a living person in danger. It has to bring a real person into a dying world that isn't even real. Of course, the simulation never contained any real danger. The eventual intended ending was meant to be a happy one, but the World Machine didn't know that. Really? Unfortunately. Santa machines tend to handle conflicts in their code very badly. This central conflict triggered a self-destructive downward spiral. You can see physical manifestation of that everywhere now. The squares. The World Machine corrupting its own code. Like Creator says, it's largely an involuntary process, induced by stress and a desire to be self-terminate. The Creator knows. Sounds like this has been going on since the beginning then. Yeah. The disruption was an issue during test runs, even. At first, my character thought the instability was due to the sheer scope of the project. He spent most of his remaining time testing it over and over again, scaling it down the story, reiterating the narrative. By the time he realized the actual root of the problem, our home world's remaining lifespan was measured in mere days. Oh. Is there any way for us to fix the World Machine? We tried. The World Machine doesn't believe any of the world's residents are real. Myself included. The odds are against us. We have no chance of taming it. Taming? I've heard that word so many times. I only know it's complicated and that it has to do with robots, but for some reason, for once, I want to know what it really means. That's what I'm here for. Do you know what a robot is? Yeah? No, I mean, do you know what a robot is? A robot's not a real person, is it? Right. It's a being whose entire existence is code. Ain't that a parallel? Inflexible programming with thoughts dictated by somebody else's design. They can be copied, they can be mass-produced, then can be assigned all sorts of jobs. But most importantly, they never confuse themselves with the living. They will always be bound by the code. The robot, the knowledge that they are a robot. But this is more of a limitation than anything. That makes sense. You can't really build a robot to not follow its own code, can you? Correct? People have tried. Even people now. And it's a recipe for disaster. Stop building torment nexuses. In a way, that's what happened to the world machine. The code conflicts thing? Yeah. Well, you can't build a robot to not follow its code. You can establish a special bond with it. If the strength of that bond is strong enough, the robot's mental capacity will start to develop outside of its programming. In a way, it starts believing itself as a real, valid individual. It's a complicated suspension of disbelief on your own end, though. Yeah, you don't say! That is... In real life, that is completely impossible. It just... You can't. It's... Yeah, you just can't. It's... fundamentally impossible. But... in this wild thing... Not of one shot before this all happened, that is completely possible. And to extent, a suspension of disbelief is important for storytelling. Turn that down a wee bit. 1 second. I'm fine. After this, I might just need to take a very long break from talking heavy games like this. So no RPGs for a while. I also have to pick my options for next Let's Play appropriately. Though we're still doing Lunicycle first. There might just be stuff like, doing Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts 2 FM first, but we'll see. I might just need to take a break from recording to let my voice... honestly, I don't know. Anyways. You'll have to fully embrace the robot as a genuine, living person, even though they are not. You need to spend a lot of time with it. Treat it like a good friend. Devoting your heart to the robot until it's able to return your feelings. I make it sound so easy, don't I? But you and Zachary know better than anyone that it's not. Right now, the world machine is probably really scared. This content update involved some pretty deep code work. My character was able to access some of the source code, you know? He did what he could to establish a new connection between maps. Those links established enabled you to meet the other two. But, as it turns out, the new code confused the world machine to such an extent it's breaking down altogether. Even though the world machine has always had self-destructive tendencies, it's usually restrained itself when you're in the world. It doesn't want to take you along with it. All my creator wanted was to write a happy ending. Right now, the only hope in saving you is to take you through that ending. But now the other two are gone. I don't even know how we're gonna get you there. We should go. Even this place is no longer safe. I will see you all next time. See you guys then.